Have you ever wondered how your diet can impact your prostate health? The food we consume plays a significant role in our overall health, and our prostate is no exception. Maintaining a healthy diet is crucial not only for prevention, but also for managing existing conditions, such as an enlarged prostate. Some foods can provide the essential nutrients needed for a healthy prostate, while others can contribute to inflammation and exacerbate existing conditions. An enlarged prostate, or benign prostatic hyperplasia, can be particularly sensitive to dietary choices. Some foods and beverages can increase symptoms, such as frequent urination, difficulty starting urination, and urinary tract infections. Understanding the relationship between diet and prostate health is key to managing an enlarged prostate. It's not just about knowing which foods are beneficial, but also about being aware of those that can potentially worsen the condition. So, are you ready to explore this further? Let's delve into 6 dietary choices that might worsen an enlarged prostate condition. First on the list is red and processed meats. If you're a fan of barbecues, burgers, sausages, or hot dogs, it's time to take a step back and consider their impact on your prostate health. These meats, especially when processed, are often high in saturated fats and can be a source of carcinogens, substances that promote the development of cancer. They also contain high levels of heme iron, a type of iron found in meat that's been linked to prostate cancer. Not to mention, the process of grilling or smoking these meats can produce harmful compounds known as heterocyclic amines and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, which are associated with several types of cancer, including prostate cancer. But it's not just about the risk of cancer. Red and processed meats can also contribute to inflammation in the body, which isn't good news for an enlarged prostate. Inflammation can worsen the symptoms of an enlarged prostate, leading to more frequent urination, a stronger urge to urinate, and other discomforts. So, what can you do? Well, it's not about completely eliminating these foods from your diet, but rather practicing moderation. Consider limiting your consumption of red and processed meats, and try incorporating more lean proteins like fish, chicken, and plant-based proteins into your meals. Remember, moderation is key when it comes to red and processed meats. You don't have to give up your favorite foods, but being mindful of your intake can make a big difference in managing your prostate health. Next up, we have dairy products. Now, who doesn't enjoy a good slice of cheese, a cold glass of milk, or a creamy yogurt? Dairy products are often a staple in our diets, providing us with essential nutrients like calcium and vitamin D. But when it comes to managing an enlarged prostate, it's crucial to consider the potential impact of these beloved food items. Several studies have suggested a link between high dairy consumption and an increased risk of prostate complications. You might be wondering, how could the milk that's supposed to make our bones stronger possibly have a downside? Well, it all boils down to the hormones and growth factors found in dairy products. These elements can stimulate the growth of prostate cells, which can potentially lead to problems such as prostate enlargement or even prostate cancer. This doesn't mean you need to bid farewell to your favorite cheesy pizza or ice cream sundae right away. Moderation is key. While the research doesn't definitively prove that dairy causes prostate issues, it's enough to raise an eyebrow and make us reconsider our daily glass of milk. So, what's the takeaway? If you're dealing with an enlarged prostate or want to take preventative measures, it may be beneficial to limit your dairy intake. Opt for alternatives like almond milk or soy-based products, which can offer similar nutritional benefits without the potential prostate risks. So consider limiting your dairy intake if you're dealing with an enlarged prostate. Alcohol is our third dietary choice that can affect prostate health. A glass of wine or a cold beer might be a cherished part of your routine, but when it comes to managing an enlarged prostate, you may want to rethink your relationship with alcohol. Excessive alcohol consumption can lead to dehydration. This in turn can exacerbate symptoms of an enlarged prostate, such as frequent urination and discomfort. It's a vicious cycle, really. You drink alcohol, it dehydrates you, and then you need to drink more water, leading to more trips to the restroom. Moreover, there's also a link between heavy drinking and an increased risk of prostate cancer. Several studies have suggested that men who drink heavily may be more likely to develop this disease. It's not a definitive cause and effect relationship, but the correlation should give us pause. So what's the takeaway? Consider reducing your alcohol intake or opting for healthier alternatives. Because in the grand scheme of things, your health is worth far more than a momentary buzz. Sodium-rich foods are next on our list. Now, who doesn't love a savory dish? But when it comes to managing an enlarged prostate, a high-sodium diet can do more harm than good. Sodium, or more commonly known as salt, plays a crucial role in our body's fluid balance. But too much of it can lead to increased urinary tract symptoms, which in turn can exacerbate an enlarged prostate. Let's delve into the science a bit. Excessive sodium in our diet can lead to water retention in our bodies. This increased fluid volume puts extra pressure on our kidneys, leading to more frequent urination. And frequent urination is a symptom we definitely want to avoid when dealing with an enlarged prostate. Now, where does all this sodium come from? More often than not, it's not just from the salt shaker on your dining table. Sodium is a hidden ingredient in many types of foods. Processed foods, canned goods, fast foods, and even some types of bread can be high in sodium. And let's not forget about our favorite condiments and sauces. Soy sauce, ketchup, and salad dressings can pack a hefty sodium punch. So what's the takeaway here? Try to cook more at home using fresh ingredients. This way, you can control the amount of sodium that goes into your meals. And remember to check food labels for sodium content when grocery shopping. Try to limit your sodium intake to maintain better prostate health. The fifth dietary choice to watch out for is caffeine. Now, before you gasp in horror, let's delve into why caffeine may not be your best friend when dealing with an enlarged prostate. Caffeine is a natural stimulant found in a variety of foods and drinks, most notably coffee, tea, chocolate, and soft drinks. It's also present in certain medications and dietary supplements. But how does it affect prostate health? Caffeine has a diuretic effect, meaning it increases urine production. This can irritate the urinary tract, potentially exacerbating symptoms of an enlarged prostate such as frequent urination, difficulty starting and stopping urination, and a weak urine stream. It's like a rush hour traffic jam in your urinary tract, not an ideal scenario. Moreover, caffeine can stimulate muscle contractions in the bladder. In a healthy scenario, these contractions help to expel urine. However, in the case of an enlarged prostate, these contractions can make it harder to completely empty the bladder, leading to discomfort and the need for frequent trips to the bathroom. So what's a caffeine lover to do? Moderation is key. You don't have to give up your morning cup of joe entirely. Simply try to limit your intake or consider switching to decaf options. Remember, everyone's body reacts differently to caffeine, so it's important to listen to your own body's signals. If you're a coffee lover, it might be time to consider decaf. Last but not least, we have spicy foods. They're notorious for igniting a flavor explosion in your mouth. But did you know they can also ignite a different kind of discomfort? Spicy foods are known to irritate the urinary tract. This can lead to an increase in the urgency and frequency of urination, both of which are symptoms associated with an enlarged prostate. The active compound in spicy foods, capsaicin, is the main culprit behind this. It stimulates certain receptors in the body, including those in the bladder, leading to a sensation of needing to urinate. This does not play well with an enlarged prostate, which already puts pressure on the bladder. To avoid exacerbating these symptoms, consider taking a break from the heat. Opt for milder versions of your favorite dishes and slowly reintroduce spice to monitor your body's reaction. Remember, food should be a source of nourishment and joy, not discomfort. If you're a fan of spicy foods, you might want to consider milder alternatives. So there we have it, 6 dietary choices to steer clear of when managing an enlarged prostate. Let's take a moment to review. We talked about red and processed meats, dairy products, alcohol, sodium-rich foods, caffeine, and spicy foods. These are all things that, if consumed in excess, could potentially exacerbate symptoms of an enlarged prostate. But don't worry, it's not all about eliminations. You can replace these with healthier alternatives. Consider lean proteins like chicken or fish instead of red meat. Opt for plant-based milk alternatives over dairy. Hydrate with water instead of alcohol or caffeinated drinks. Choose fresh, whole foods over processed ones to reduce sodium intake. And if you love a kick in your food, try herbs and spices that are less irritating to the prostate, such as turmeric or ginger. Before making significant dietary changes, it's always wise to consult healthcare professionals. They can provide personalized advice based on your unique health situation. Remember, the right diet can play a significant role in managing an enlarged prostate. Stay healthy.